it you? Cause it's me. Hey y'all. Hey man, listen, man. This is going to be a great episode of Kendra's Corner. For the ones that do not know what Kendra's Corner is, it is an episode geared towards random polling questions that I ask. Random polling questions that I ask, right? And so some of them are very deep, thought provoking, some of them, are silly, they just whatever, right? And so I got some very great guests to come on to show they love, and I thank you to the ones who do show up, and I thank you to the ones who don't. Right? I thank you either way for even accepting the invitation. Okay, so I will say this. Before I go ahead and bring my guest on, I'm gonna let y'all know this. If I got a fake leave just to get you out of my house, you are never coming back over again. All right, I just want to let you know that. Okay. And also earlier this week, I had asked this blind man out, and he left me on felt. All right, so with that being said, let me go ahead and bring in my first guest, man. He's a fan favorite, very controversial. He is amazing. Um, person, individual. Thank you so much, Corey. Listen, this is my God-given talent. That's the one of the things that one of the other people who came out, who I call my spiritual mother. She told me about tithing, and you can tithe your gifts, and my gift is naturally I'm funny, so I give praise all to Yahweh. Alpha, the Omega, the beginning and the end. Um, all that. So let me go ahead and bring out my first guest, man. This man's amazing. Always give the real. He'll say something. You better catch it real quick, or else you're gonna be lost in the sauce. Let's go ahead and bring Pimp to the stage.
Hey everybody, it's good to see y'all again this week. Hey sweetheart, how you doing? How your week been?
You know, it's been lovely. It's been a great week. Even though I wasn't at work most of the week, but hey, I'm here. I made it.
That's
I
right.
made it. Let me go
That's
ahead.
right.
Let me go ahead. How's your week been? Your week's been good.
Everything been good my way, sweetheart. We had a little weather down here, but we got on through it. The little pipe thing kind of messed us up for a day or two, but shit, we kicking like grease now. We back on and popping. You hear me?
That's good. And it was Yo G Day earlier this week too. So
Sure was.
that's
I
even
turned the
better.
big 50. I turned the big 50, everybody. So shit, I'm a half a century in this guy now. You know what I mean? Nothing but wisdom.
That's
Nothing but
it.
wisdom.
That's
We trying to start, using that wisdom now. I acquired it the first 50 years. I'm gonna use it the second 50. You feel me?
come on. That's it. That's it. Let me go ahead and
No
bring my
doubt.
next guest to the stage, man. She's a queen. I ain't talking about Latifah. But she has actually what was Queen Latifah's therapist at one point, and she got her to say, listen, live in your truth, okay? We know who you really like. Okay, you carpet muncher you. Let's bring Queen Kira to the stage, man. Well, how you feeling, sis?
Oh my god, I'm good. I'm good. How are you? What's up?
Hanging in like loose
Yeah,
teeth. Hanging in like loose teeth, man.
What's up, man? Kira? What's up, sweet? You all right today?
I am. I am. TGIF, you guys.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. Yes, man.
That's it. That's it. Without further ado, last but not least, KG, Father KG, he'll sit here. He will give me some of the greatest advice in the world. He actually just got off a tour with Ben Stiller. They just finished doing a comedy movie that's supposed to come out. Oh shoot, I'm sorry, KG. I wasn't supposed to say nothing. I'm so sorry. Hey,
What up?
KG.
What up? What up?
Putting his business in the streets. Putting his business in the streets.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
What's up, dude? What's up, y'all?
Chilling, man. How y'all doing?
Oh,
Hey,
slow and easy, baby. Slow and easy.
That's what's
hey,
up.
that's it. That's it. Well, let me go ahead. I'm gonna get to the very first question of the night. Very first question of the night. So, speaking of birthday, since it was Pimp's birthday, I know we all at some point have had our parents say, I'm not gonna get this. Like they can give you a fake promise. Oh yeah, I'll get this for your birthday. I'll get this to you for Christmas, blase, squaze, and they still do not actually do it. And you think and you say to yourself, you know what, when I become an adult or when I get some real money, I'm gonna sit here and I am going to make sure that I get that, whatever it is that you wanted. So, question is, what was something that you wanted as a kid that your caregivers would never get you, and you promised yourself you would get, and did you ever get it? So, go ahead, Pimp. Go ahead. You can go first.
All right, all right. It's real easy for me. My father was a speed demon growing up. You know, they did the racing thing in the hood and stuff. He had several fast cars. I was telling him all the time, Pops, I don't want to drive. I want to race. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get you one. You gotta grow up a little bit. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. I said, man, I ain't got time for all that. Just put me in the car. You know what I'm saying? He never would do it. He said he was gonna put me down. He never did. I said, you know what? Don't trip. When I get older, I'm gonna get into that. Ironically, he and I had a falling out, and we didn't see eye to eye for quite a while. And I used that as a platform to mend our relationship. My 21st birthday, I bought my first race car. I called it Pimp's Dream, and I had my dad to come help me, and we mended our relationship, and we just started racing, the cars at that point. When I lost my father, I jumped into the motorcycles. I was already riding motorcycles, but I just started racing motorcycles a lot more than cars because I just couldn't do it without my father anymore. So, yeah, the racing thing, they never would put me down, but I put myself down. Shit, I done had 4 or 5 race cars, at least 7 or 8 bikes at this point. So, I'm still throwing strong in that little world.
Respect. You know what? I will say that bikes, man, that's probably like the best high I've ever had in my life. Like it
Oh
was
my
it,
God.
it was it's like I don't know. Like think of the best orgasm you ever had. But I say riding a motorcycle is better than getting an orgasm, man. I want to do it all of the time. So if you got a
It,
bike,
it, it's something. It's something. It's something
and
serious.
you
And I mean, not just for a woman, for a man. I mean, the thrill of being able to maintain that power. And I race some powerful bikes. I go like 175 miles an hour. At
woo,
70 miles an hour with a quarter mile, a little over 7 seconds. So I go pretty fast. And that shit kind of a turn on, you know
oh,
what I'm saying? I get out sometime, I be ready, you know what I mean? Yeah, but it ain't nothing else I would rather do other than drag race. If I got a little thing I supposed to go see, I might have to flip a coin or something. You know what I'm saying? She might have to go with me to the
hey,
track or
listen,
whatever.
listen, come on, come on.
No doubt,
Real
no
quick,
doubt.
let me ask Queen Cure. Have you ever rode a
Have I ever rode what?
bike like motorcycle before?
Not a motorcycle, but a four-wheeler. My
Okay,
stepdad used
how
to
was
have a
that for
four-wheeler.
you?
It was cool. And then I ran into a swamp, and that wasn't so cool.
How'd you run into a swamp? You gotta tell a quick story. How'd you run into the swamp?
I didn't know how to control the thing because he was like, "It's like riding a bike," and I'm like, "No, it's
Right?
not like
No,
riding
it's
a
really
bike.
not.
It's not the same." And so down goes Frazier, and my mom and
Come
parents live
on.
on a dead end, and right along their fence, there's literally like a little swamp there. So I just kind of tried to. It was either run into his Jeep or just kind of bypass it all, and I just had to
Keep it
keep it rolling. So that's that.
I wish I
That
had
is
been there to see
uh
that.
wait, so same question, KG. What about you? Have you ever got on a bike before?
Yes, I have, and it didn't go like that. But I just did the regular, um, bust my tail every now and then and stuff like that. But I kept going until I got it. That's all.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's what
Okay,
you got
cool,
to do.
cool. Cool. Well, Queen Kira, same question with you. What was something that your caregivers said that they would never get you? They probably promised it, it never came through. And you said when I become an adult or I get some money, I'm gonna make sure I get it myself. What was that thing for you?
A sibling. I'm the baby. I'm the baby. And so I have an
Come
older
on.
sister. She's 6 years older than me. And she's in Atlanta, by the way. And then I have an older brother who will be 50 next week. And I was like, oh man, I want a sibling. I need somebody clearly my age. My mom was like, absolutely not. And I still didn't get that sibling. And so it's cool. It's cool. I waited till I was at least 16. I was like, do you think for my 16th birthday you can, reproduce? My mother literally just slapped the taste out of my mouth.
I was gonna say, did she slap the crap out of you?
It was a backhand too. It was like I didn't even have time to finish before she was like, "Get the hell out of here," you know. So I grew up and I had my own kid, and see, so now I'm like, oh well, I guess I didn't need a sibling after all. I'm good.
Hey,
All she
listen,
needed was a daughter.
Oh, she
come
Oh,
on, come
wow. That's
on,
so
hey
sweet.
Sophia, hey Sophia, I love it. Okay, KG, go ahead. Same question with you, brother. Same question.
Repeat that question one more time.
So, you know, a lot of times our caregivers may promise us something, or you know, they may say, "Listen, we're not gonna get you that." And what was that one thing that you had wanted that your caregivers never got you, and did you end up getting it yourself?
Jordans. Pair of Jordans that I
James.
want and stuff, but
Well,
at the
what type of
time
J's? What type of J's were they?
it wasn't the Space Jams. It was the earlier ones, the ones with the holes in the tongue. I can't remember which ones those were, but
Would you stop?
the what now?
No, he was talking to us. So he forgot to put himself
Oh,
on mute. Go ahead.
okay. I can't remember which one it was, but I wanted a pair of Jordans. I wanted them so bad and stuff. And did I get them later on? No, I didn't, because by then I was paying for my own shoes, and I see what they were talking about.
You know what? So KG, we actually have the same answer, and I'm gonna tell y'all. So last time I actually remember having Jordans, I don't remember, but I saw it in my first birthday party picture, and it was I think it was the Space Jams, possibly. So I remember as I'm getting older now, you know, a lot of folks don't know this. You know, I grew up in after my parents had went their separate ways. It was poverty. Like we talking homeless. I've been homeless like a good 90% of my life. Right? Like, and that's why I just can't wait until you know I can finally be like, okay, this is what all Yahweh has brought me through and everything else, right? Needless to say, needless to say, one of the things I wanted was some J's. And my mom and dad were like, we ain't paying X amount of dollars for shoes. Um, I said, I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna get them. My what was it, junior year of college. Now I was living in the dorms, and which I hated that experience. I almost had mollywop one of my roommates, but story for another day, right? And so school books are expensive anyway. And so I told my mom when she's like, "What is this $300?" It was the bread 11s. She's like, "What is this $300 that you've done spent your money on from Amazon?" I said, "School books." Like, "Oh, okay." So I lied. I had lied to my mom about what I got, what they were for. I still got them. I have not worn these J's in I don't know 6 years, 7 years. I really should just probably sell them back on eBay where I found them, right? Um, or just give them away. Like you know what? I wanted them so bad, and I'm gonna keep it real with you. This is just me. J's don't feel that comfortable to me. I don't.
No, they not.
KG, do they feel comfortable to you?
No, not at all.
Pimp, do they feel comfortable to you?
Not at all. They are worth an hour or two of play when you're going out to look good. I
Queen
used to
Kira,
wear
same answer.
sliders. Mm-hmm.
Now I've had a probably 5 or 6 pair of Jordans, and I maybe worn all of them collectively, maybe 3 times each,
Mm.
if
Did you
that.
give them
Now
away? What do you still have them?
I don't know what my mama. I had them when I was a kid. Like the very first shoes I learned how to tie my shoes with were the red and black, and so from that point on, I ended up growing out of them. Like physically, as I grew out of them. So my mom was pissed naturally. I was like, "Well, stop buying it because I'm not wearing them." So I was really into like duh, like you did that to yourself. So I
You
was
said
really
that to
into
their
like
mother.
you're right. No, I couldn't. I was thinking these things right. I could never say that to a black woman. And so I don't know what she did with them, but then she started buying me lugs and FUBU and Reeboks, and I was like, dang, well, I wasn't so cool anymore, but it's okay. They were more comfortable compared to the J's, so
Oh yeah,
I was like completely overrated, just like Air Force Ones, completely overrated.
yeah.
Because what you got
Completely.
15
Oh,
seconds,
I hate Air Force One.
right? And then you got 15
Ooh,
seconds before
hate
you
them.
crease kick in, or they scuff, or what? They're worthless. It's a one event shoe essentially.
And they're
Exactly.
$90.
Exactly. Exactly.
$90 after tax.
Mm-mm.
It is. You know what?
The
And
Air
you know,
Maxes are much better.
Yes,
I
Yeah,
ain't never
I
had Air
that is true.
Max.
I
I've
They
only
are
buy
never
the
had
Air
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 Max.
Maxes are
Max.
better. And them
Yeah, I only
bitches
buy the
cost
Air Max.
like J's. Them hoes cost like J's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
190,
Yeah.
180 a pair and shit. You know, but they much more comfortable than the J's, you know what I'm saying?
yes,
Mm-hmm.
they are.
And I can talk about a lot of off brand shoes. Shit, K Swiss even were
I
better than
forgot
goddamn
about K
J's.
Swiss.
Yes.
I forgot
Yeah,
about K
I was looking at
Swiss.
some OG Swiss the other day. I'm like, I'm gonna get these hoes. I even saw a pair of
Mm-hmm.
Fila. I'm gonna grab these
Yeah.
Filas too. Them hoes $30. I'm like, shit, I'm grabbing these.
To me,
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
Adidas. To me, Adidas and what's the shoe? Puma is my brand of shoe now. You know, they're more
Puma.
comfortable.
Puma's come a long way.
Yeah, yeah.
hmm
They come a long way.
But
Like
yeah,
y'all a lot older
mm.
than I am. What did the Pumas first look like when they first came out?
They look
Man,
like the Puma. They look like the
Oh
pseudo.
baby,
yeah.
They look like the Greyhound. Like they look right. They were shaped like a cat, and it was like what the like right. Your feet can't bend
they
in
had,
these.
one of these on your shoe, and that's it. You feel me?
That was it. Yep.
That was it. It wasn't no such thing as nothing else. All of them, different colors, everything just was,
Mm-hmm.
and it was it. It was
So wait,
it.
so hold on. I wanna since Pimp, you are the oldest one. I wanna ask you, what was the shoe like that one name brand shoe that was cool when
That
you
you
were
can't
growing
fuck
up?
with, or you
Like when you were
that
growing
was
up, like
cool or not
everybody, yeah,
cool?
no, that was cool, or and then not cool. That you know,
Not cool was the USA 900.
what is that? I ain't never heard that before. What is that?
Look into those. Look into those guys. Somebody know what I'm talking about. USA 900s was a no go. You can't wear USA 900s, man. You know what I'm
They
saying?
must have knocked
Them
them off
suckers
a
was like
year later.
they was like flip flops. They was like flip flops with a little covering on the top. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't wear. You definitely couldn't play no basketball. You couldn't run in them. You run a slap out of them. Your foot be hanging out when
Oh,
it's
okay.
over
I
with.
remember these now. I remember them.
Yeah,
I got
them
a picture
bitches
of them
wasn't what
right
they
now.
do whatsoever. Yes, sir.
KG,
They
did
was
you?
not what it
So
do.
wait, what was a cool shoe when you were growing up? Like when you were a teen, like a preteen or so. What was a cool shoe you remember?
Who that?
Myself or
Yeah,
him?
yeah. Go ahead, Pimp, and then I'm gonna come to you, KG, next. Same question. Go ahead, Pimp. A cool
Well,
shoe.
I'm gonna still jump back on the feelers. I'm gonna jump back on the Reeboks in the K Swiss. You know, I had two pair of K Swiss that I was sport. You know, one got dirty. I was scuffing them up. I'm doing my thing with them. And the feelers, I had the black pair, the white pair with the red and black with the red and blue on them and stuff. You know, they was cool. You know what I'm saying? The Reeboks, like I say back then, Reeboks was very comfortable and good shoes as well. And we as a culture wasn't wearing Reeboks. You know, they were more on Converse and like I say other little stuff like that. But All Stars. But I was on the Reeboks and the Feelers and the K Swiss myself. Honestly, they were all cool. Just stay away from the USA 900 and if you
You
stay
say
away
in the
from
what?
them guys in the USA 900.
Oh, okay, got you. Got you. Well, let me go to KG. So KG, same question for you, KG. What was a shoe that just was not cool when you was growing up, and a shoe that was cool?
Well, really, the ones that were cool for me, I can go with the Reeboks and stuff, but I mostly had like the Anthony Hardaways. I had the Scottie Pippens.
What?
You know, both of them was Nike shoes, and they was both stylish and they was comfortable as hell. Patrick Ewing's, and if you want to break it down, I had, of course, the
Monkey
Reebok
Man.
pump, the LA Gear pumps. Um, now, a
I
lot of people
forgot
think
about
that the LA,
LA.
They said the LA Gear Punks was like the knockoff, but shoot, I made them jokers work. I don't care what nobody say.
They
I
were.
made them work
I forgot all
and
about
stuff.
them LA Gears, yeah.
Yeah, and British Knights, especially British Knights
Pretty
and stuff.
nice, yeah. BKs,
I don't know what
yeah.
Yeah,
y'all are
stuff. So,
talking about. I'm just
and
sitting
stuff.
here
So
Yeah,
like,
you was eating boogers for cotton candy when this shit came out, sweetheart. You ain't know nothing about that.
yeah, yeah. And
okay.
Yeah.
but the uncool shoe was anything Jordache. If y'all remember the
Hey,
Jordashes, anything
What?
Jordache was the
Yes.
uncool
I
shoe.
don't. What? I don't know. What, I
Yes.
don't know what that. What? I
And
don't.
by the time, listen, by the time I was in middle school, all the emo kids was wearing them, and I was
Yeah,
like, "These ain't cute.
uh,
These,
yeah.
these ain't
these
cute
not
at
cute."
all.
Oh, it was so annoying.
Mm-mm.
Now I
Yeah,
ain't gonna lie.
no.
One thing when they said about Puma, especially when Puma first came out, Pumas first looked like the dope boy Nikes at first. When I first seen
They
them
Yeah.
and
do
stuff
like, mm-hmm,
and stuff.
mm-hmm.
So they was kind of cool, but you could tell they were knocking off and stuff. So I like Puma cut your shit out. But then I would say probably around 2008 to 2010 is that's when Puma started feeling their identity. They still look like they copying some of the shoes, but they done got way better at it now and stuff. They like added their own like little style to it. Like the Pumas I got in there, they kind of remind you of the Yeezys and stuff. They're not the actual Yeezys, but they feel like them though. Probably not the same material, but they kind of look like them and they feel real good.
Okay. Cool. 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 Let me.
Already, already.
Last but not least, let me go with Queen Kira. So, what were the shoes that was really cool? Wasn't cool. That you would say that just was like.
Um, K Swiss was cool. Now this is 90s, late 80s, early 90s. So K Swiss was cool. Reeboks was pretty decent. Um, Timberlands was
Oh,
a big deal, and it wasn't like it wasn't as popular. Like if you had a pair of Tims, they were exclusive. Like you bootleg that shit from somebody, right? Like it wasn't like you can just get easy access to that, right? Um,
Absolutely, absolutely.
right. Like so if you got a pair of Tims, honey, you was doing something. Um, the one pair of shoe that everyone had, but that no everyone hated at the same time were Keds.
oh yeah, I meant to say
What?
that.
What? I don't know. I ain't never heard
Kids,
of that
Ked,
shoe.
Keds
Yeah,
was
I
the
keep
shoe
telling
that
you drain
you
your
know
ear, baby. You little bit behind
yeah,
the ear.
Now I'm not gonna
Keds
lie.
that was the when your grandma was gonna go school shopping and she went to go grab
She
them
was
white
gonna
pair of
get them
Keds.
bitches. Mm-hmm,
Oh no, nobody wanted them shit. Nobody wanted those shoes, right?
Oh, I
And
mm-hmm.
and then I don't know if y'all remember what was it that Reggie Miller? Reggie Miller had his own shoe
yeah.
and it got he tried really hard to market and sell the hell out of that shoe. I don't know how many he sold, but when
No,
nobody buying it up here
no,
for real.
no.
I was
Them
like,
bitches
poor
look like this
Reggie.
long.
I'm not
A
And
gonna
size
Shaq,
lie.
9 look like a pair of field.
I know. And then when Shaq came out with his shoe,
Oh my
it was
god.
like, come on now. Like,
The
hey,
jump
pay less.
man, the jump man.
Wait, hold on. Wait,
Did
wait,
y'all see the
wait, wait.
episode? Did y'all see the episode of Wildin' Out when Check had the jump man on and dude was like, "Who the fuck is this on the shoe?" It was the dude. It wasn't Jordan. It was a whole nother guy. Check had him on. He was promoting them
Yeah.
shits, man. Yeah.
Wait, hold on one
Go
second.
ahead, man.
Hold on 1 second. KG, you had something that you had that Shakira said that sparked your brain. Well, go ahead, KG.
I'm not gonna lie. I had a pair of the glow in the dark kids, and I sported them jokers with pride. I don't care what nobody say. I sported them with
It's okay.
pride. So,
It's okay.
Yeah,
But the ones I would
it's
say
cool.
I would say the most timeless shoe that no matter what generation you were in, everyone wanted them to some degree was Chuck Taylor's.
oh
And
hell yeah,
it's still like that.
yeah.
Yeah,
Chucks.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
so
yeah,
I would say when I was a
yeah.
kid, I wanted a pair. My mama wasn't having that. She was like, absolutely not. And they weren't even that expensive then compared to what they used to be. I was like, oh, come on now.
Mm-hmm.
But when I became an adult, baby, I bought every color and high tops, low top, you name it. I bought them. And for a long time, even during the wintertime, they were better than boots. Like they were warmer than boots, grip resistant, damn near
Yep.
steel toe. It was like these shoes are indestructible.
Damn near still. It was still
And
toe.
still, right. Chuck Taylor's definitely is the shoe that's literally will be timeless for the next 500 years.
You got
Well,
one. You got one more pair that we never would nobody said anything about though.
Iverson
The
shoes.
famous Franklin, the Franklins off of My Wife and Kids, the Blinky dudes. You step and they light up and shit. You know what
Oh, I was over that. Oh, I will say this: LA Gear did come out with a shoe that had a little cartridge in the back, and what you could do is you could pull it out the back of the cartridge,
I'm saying?
and every
And
time
change
you
the
walk,
color.
yeah, it'll change the
Mm-hmm.
colors and stuff like that. Now I'm not gonna lie. Now
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie. I think I made those fresh in my town because see the thing about yeah, I'm gonna take credit for that. I don't care what none of y'all say. I know I'm gonna get some flack for that, but I don't care. But the thing about it, I didn't see nobody else wearing them, so I got them and I started sporting them
Grab it.
things, man. And everybody like, man, what kind of light 'em up bullshit you got going on there? I said, man, this fly right here. And the thing about it, whatever outfit color you had on, you can switch it to that color
You
and
can
stuff.
switch
So
it to their color.
yeah,
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
so therefore, that's how I made them fresh.
Got
Mm-hmm.
you.
When
Got you.
everybody was going right, I went left and stuff. Cause see, when everybody went Nike this, Nike that, Nike this, Nike that and stuff, and then I went to Reebok. Then everybody started going to the Reebok. That's when Reebok pumps came out and stuff like that. Then I like fuck this. I want to go to LA Gear, and that's when I went to LA Gear. Then I bounced back down to. I think that's when I bounced down to Chuck Taylor for a second. Chuck Taylor's,
Hmm.
and then that's when I brought out the old British Knights and stuff and showed them, hey, look, remember these?
Mhm.
Hmm.
Well, let me say this, and then we can go to question two. Because I have flat feet, I wasn't able to enjoy
I do too.
the Chuck
What you
Taylors like everybody else was, right?
That's what those Chuck Taylors were made for people with flat feet. All you had to do is get the wide version. Seriously,
I didn't
I got
see.
flat
I didn't.
feet.
I didn't know that. Right.
Any
Again, I
shoe,
was.
any
I
shoe
feel
that
the
you may
same way.
like,
They make your feet look long as fuck, man.
yeah,
Hmm.
it does. But if you get the wide version of them, it's more better. Trust me on that. I found that out a long time ago.
Okay. Well, you know what? The time.
And
Well,
you
let
can
me say
always
this.
add inserts in them if you
Yep.
need
Yeah.
more arch
I could.
support. You
I just
can.
was lazy. I was like in Spanish we say perezoso. That's how you say lazy, or one of the ways. But I think you know what I
In
will say
ghetto, we
this.
say lazy ass nigga.
Well, let me say this, right? What I was my favorite brand of all time, and I'm looking at my shoe rack right now, but my favorite brand of all time is Nike. And it's some Nike shoes. I'm like, okay, I definitely would like those. Some of the shoes that I come across that are Nike, like low top, I'm like, where, I've seen some of the kids in my school. I'm like, where did you get that shoe? Right. And they said my daddy got it for me for Christmas, right? So it's like, or when I've seen it, on certain I think I'm subscribed to one of those newsletter shoe newsletter, like legit places. And I just it's too expensive. I'm like, you know what, I'll save up my money, or if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. So let me go to for the next question. I'm gonna go to KG on this one. Do you believe that America should have harsher crime punishments? For example, if you steal, you get a finger chopped off.
Yep,
Okay.
I sure do. Because see, the
All
thing
right.
about it is and stuff like that. I mean, if America don't, I will. Especially if you're breaking in my house and stuff. All I gotta do, hey, it is what it is.
You you have the right to bear arms, so it's okay.
Yes, that's what I'm saying and
Oh
stuff.
God.
And I would sit there and I'm gonna sit up there and chastise you when I do it. Say, what made you break in my house with my kids and wife and all this? It got all this up in here. What possessed you to do this? Because see, we finna play a little game, and what this game consists of, is if you don't answer this question correctly and stuff, you lose a finger. Now,
Oh, Jesus.
what made you break in my house? And you only got 2 seconds to answer. Don't hear nothing. That's it.
Since you wanted to come in here so bad, fam, come on in here right quick. Let me talk to you right quick, fam. You know,
That
No, there
is
gonna be no come
people
in right
don't
quick.
get it.
It's gonna be like get your ass up,
Shit,
let's talk.
back in the days, we had to grab them anyway. You couldn't shoot them outside and then beat them outside. You had to grab and bring them in the house. You see what I'm saying?
really.
Then you'll be all right. Yeah,
But I
nigga
told
breaking in
y'all,
your crib, go on and bring them in there and do them. You can't do them outside. Nowadays, you can do them on your property. Back then, you had to wait till they get in the inside.
Not in the state of Georgia, you can't. We still got the old law
Well, I
down
mean, the
there.
state of Georgia and Florida, yeah, they wicked in them two states. Florida and Georgia, they'll let you kill a motherfucker for nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
No,
Absolutely.
Well,
I'm talking about we have to have them in the house too in order to actually kill them. And so we can't kill them on the
Oh, okay,
property.
really?
Yeah.
oh, that's why I was
Right,
thinking that.
right,
I thought I was thinking the same thing that Pimp was saying. Okay, cool, cool. Let me
right.
go.
I thought y'all knew.
Yeah, I was thinking. Let me go to Queen Kira. Same question with you.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it would be better or not. Um, I would like to not, I would like to think that we would have that type of, corporal punishment. I mean, because that'll just make us basically similar to a communist country or maybe socialist, but whatever. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know which would be better because we never had to deal with that experiences of that type of harsh punishment. You know what I mean? Like we've always had the justice system we had to a degree, right? Like this is what we know, and I don't have not been anywhere else and had to endure such things or know anyone who has. So I can't say which will be better, which won't be better. Um, but I am interested to hear what Pimp's perspective is on this one.
I would
Wait, hold
before
on, hold on.
Pimp
Before we
speak.
go,
I
Don't
would
Pimp,
like
go
to
hold
there.
on.
say
Come
Wait,
on,
wait,
ho. Come on,
wait, wait,
ho.
wait,
Come
wait. I got
on,
my
ho.
hand raised. I got my hand raised. I
And
got
I
my hand
see that.
raised.
That's why I say, come on, host. Come on.
Okay. So here's my question to you, Kira. In other countries, the crime rate is very low.
I know.
Not only is the policemen do not even carry guns. Out here, policemen carry guns. The crime rate's through the roof. Out here, you steal, and that's just an example, right? If you sexually assault somebody, your genitals get chopped off. Stuff like that. Out here, you steal. Guess what they do? Put you on probation, throw you in jail for about a week. You're out. Only thing you get is a record, and it's not hard to really get a job. Like you can still get a job. It may not be the job that you want, but it's like they are very lenient. So that's why I was saying like looking
Because
at what's going.
we have a laissez-faire government, so we can do those things. These other countries are not ran that way. Most of them are under British ruling, or they're under a certain umbrella government that's ruling the roost and calling all the shots. So that's all they know too, which is why a lot of people come over this way because they want the quote unquote freedom. So they don't know any different than we know any different than what we have.
Got you. So like they think the grass is green on the other side till they get here and they're like, "Yep, I'm going back home." Got you. Well, go ahead. Let's hear Pimp's perspective because I feel like he's gonna take it home with something to say. Go
I'm
ahead,
gonna
Pimp.
I'm gonna tell y'all a couple things about that shit. You feel me? Well, I think it would help to a certain degree. To be honest with you, um, if you look at the other countries, like Kira saying, you don't have you have certain things going on, but they're not like they're going on over here. You don't hear about police killing people in them countries and stuff like you do over here every day or two. uh, Pulling up to the set, it's a misunderstanding. They dump a clip in the man. You know what I'm saying? You don't get all that type of shit. Now, yeah, if your woman disrespects you or she get caught cheating on you, shit, they'll cut the head off or some shit like something like that. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it depends on what type of government, like she said, that you under the rule of. And I don't respect our government at all because I got jammed up on some shit in '99, and they telling me about bearing arms in '25. So you mean to tell me because I caught a bullshit charge ain't got nothing to do with a gun, ain't got nothing to do with physicalities, fighting or anything of that nature that I can't protect my family? And in the event if somebody come in my home and I do something to them, I'm still going to jail if I use a firearm. You see what I'm saying?
Wait, hold on.
And that's
Hold on. Wait. Real quick. But isn't there a certain like if you that's why you isn't I thought it was I'm sorry to cut you off real quick, but I thought it was
go
one
ahead.
of those things where if you can actually prove, right? Let's say you have a camera in your house, they break in, you let them know what's going on. Hey, I'm gonna shoot you. You need, or they pull their gun out at you first. Like, isn't
This is a black. Hold
You know
on.
what they gonna say? They gonna say you had no business with a gun in the first place.
Yep. He's a
You
black
had
man
no
with
business with a gun in
previous
the first
charges.
place. You are prohibited to own a firearm. So I'm in trouble no matter what. You know what I'm saying? And then my excuse would be, fam, he had my daughter in his hand choking the fuck out of her. You feel me? This nigga 7'2", I'm 5'11". What else was I gonna do? Only thing you probably can do is take his shit and shoot him and hope everybody in the house say the same thing. Yeah, me and Pops was fighting the nigga over his own gun and he took it from him and shot him. You know what I'm saying? You may be able to get away with that, but that's doubtfully as well. You know what I'm saying? But again, United States laws and the way they do shit is bull. You know what I mean? They got United States society to where if you don't abide by their rules so they can win or make money off you in their penitentiary or whatever the case may be, it's just a lost cause. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I believe if niggas steal my shit, I'm like, my dude, if niggas steal from me, they gotta see me some kind of way. You know, I grew up where we didn't call the police. No, I don't need the law, fam. I'm gonna look at this nigga when I see him. Somebody gonna tell me. You know what I'm saying? The streets take care of the streets. Yeah, streets take care of the streets. We ain't finna play with the white folks. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is. But at the same time, man, people work hard for what they got. Even the niggas that hustle. You know what I'm saying? Niggas that hustle feel like shit. They take a penitentiary chances for the shit they got. Who are you to come take it from me, fam? You know, I'm not with all that. You know, but we ain't just talking about taking from each other. We talking about all laws. So you know, in general, all laws outside of everything in the United States, I think they need to revamp everything. You know, black people, we still being judged. We still, you know, driving while black. We still getting, you know, the bottom end of the stick. We still in modern day slavery, and people really don't understand that. You know.
That's true.
Real
Very
talk, you
much
know what I'm
true.
saying? The best thing for us as the black people is to try to get your own business, mind your own rules, take care of your own shit, and really don't need the world or society for too much. You know what I'm saying? And if you can live like that, you're doing a good thing. You're doing a good thing. But I've been on my own working for myself since I was 22, 23. I couldn't see myself clocking in on somebody's clock, telling me when I can go eat, when I can go use the bathroom. You better be here in 5 minutes. I had this conversation just yesterday with somebody. I was telling them that, you know, I had a multi-million-dollar business. My employees called me. I'm going to be late. I can't make it today. What am I firing for? You know, like shit don't happen. You know what I'm saying? Okay, fam, I got people on hold for you. I got somebody gonna come watch your shit. Get here as soon as you can. You know what I'm saying? Because you making me money. No matter what the case may be, at the end of the day, I'm getting paid off of you, fam. And you've been doing this for years, probably. You know what I mean? So one time that you're gonna be late here and there, or you got something to do here or there, you may be sick, whatever the case may be. I'm not finna zap out on you. No, your job will be here when you get here, fam. It is what it is.
Well, let me say this. I'm gonna answer the question, and you know, Pimp, you lead us out with a word. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it would be very nice if more jobs were like that. Unfortunately, they think, listen, they don't care. You know, like you learn quick that these jobs do not care about you. So don't sit here and try to break your back over a job. The one thing that you do that they don't like, you gone. You know, you just gone like roaches, man, when they see you. So my answer, I will say, is I do feel like I think it's like, yes, I do feel like there needs to be harsher crime punishments. I feel also that and this is gonna be a future random polling question. You know, even when it comes to prisons. So because I don't, again, people think it's a game. They think it's cool to go to jail. They think it's like you just go and get a slap on the wrist. Like, oh yeah, I got a record. Like there's nothing okay about that. People actually work hard for their stuff. Now I will say, you see here, you chop off a lot of people's fingers, they're gonna still try to find a way to steal. They'll probably steal with their mouth. You know, so with that being said, they're gonna find a way to steal. What I'm saying is, and on top of that, a lot of people, even people who I've seen this where a person, you got folks who have sexually assaulted someone. Somehow they got out, you know, they never, you know, they beat the case, and then they go and do it again like years later and stuff like that. So what about when you have folks like that? A lot of people, instead of going to jail, they really need to make these more mental institutions, because you have a lot of folks who are mentally ill who are walking this street, like walking this earth. You got, again,
I call jail
Some things,
rehabilitation
man.
centers. They're rehabilitation centers for
You call
whatever you got going on. If you're a rapist, you're in a rehabilitation center for however long you got to be there. You're a murderer, thief, whatever you are. When you go to jail, that's a rehabilitation center, fam. You got to look at it like that. You can't look at it as it's a penitentiary or that because your whole stay will be miserable there. You know what I'm saying? You got to accept the fact, the accountability of what you have done and what you got to do. This world ain't set up to where you can, do shit and just get away with it. God ain't got it set up like that. The seed you sow is the one you're going to reap. You understand? It might not be tomorrow or the next day, but I'm going to tell you, karma ain't taking too long these days. You do something to a nigga today, tomorrow, you're going to get your issue problem.
probably.
So
I believe
niggas need to realize that, life ain't no joke. If you look at the world and everything that's coming to pass that's supposed to be done, all these things that supposed to happen way back here and way back there, these things coming to pass on every single day. You got one part of the world on fire, the other part snow. Come on, man.
Yeah.
You're living in the old days. People don't
Bible's
realize
unfolded
that.
in front of our face. So,
Absolutely.
so
Absolutely.
speaking of the Bible, go ahead, Pimp, lead us out with a word, whatever the Holy Spirit puts on your heart. Go ahead, speak it, and then we will be out.
Well, I'm gonna just keep it gangster with everybody, since we on this, job thing and this life thing about rules and regulations and so forth and so on. If you don't want to abide by the rules of life, kill yourself. You don't want to be in a marriage. You don't want to answer questions. You don't want to do shit like that when you win a person. Don't get married. Don't get in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping the gangster, man. You know what I'm saying? If you wanna, come on, man. You gotta understand what it's funny, but it's not funny. You gotta realize what I'm saying.
I wasn't expecting you to say that.
But I'm just keeping the 1,000 though. If you got some things going on that you don't want to comply with, then don't put yourself in the realm to have to discern if you're gonna want to comply or not. You know what I'm saying? If you put yourself in a situation to where those are things that you're gonna have to do to make it go right, shit, you got to do it. And if you get there and you want to, have, confrontations about these certain things or whatnot, then you should have never put yourself in that situation. You know what I'm saying? So, that's not biblical, but that's just really just real life. You know what I'm saying? But biblically, I would just like to say that, God give everybody a free will and choice. And I think we talked about that last week a little bit when I said that, everything on this earth can do exactly what they designed to do except for humans because we have a free will and choice. So because of that, we make the wrong decisions the majority of the time. So without God in your favor, without God in your life, and without his guidance, 9 times out of 10, doing it on your own is going to be the wrong way. So you desire to be rich, you desire to have wealth, you desire to have a woman, you desire to have these certain things or whatnot, you still got to place God at the head of it because if you don't obtain it in the right way, it's going to be taken from you and definitely not being enjoyed.
Yep, that is true. Okay,
So
I'm glad we ended out.
My prayer for everybody that's online and that's on the cast is if you desire to have your own business, you desire to have your own marriage, your own life, and live wealthy and live like that. You know what I'm saying? Consider looking in the mirror. You got to fix what you got going on with yourself before you can put anybody else in your business other than God, because he can fix you and make you, acceptable. He's not going to give you nothing that he know you can't handle. And that has to do with financials and everything. He didn't give you a good wife if he ain't gonna know how to take care of her. He don't give you $1 million if he know you're gonna blow it on cocaine. So
I do agree.
keep your head on straight. Keep your head on straight, everybody. And if you don't do nothing else, man, just keep that man in your life. Because I promise you, without him, you ain't shit. You ain't shit.
Well, thank you.
Listen, don't everybody get so serious on me now because I'm speaking here. You feel me?
No, that was good. That was good.
No, it was. Listen. None of us were expecting to fart like,
Nope,
whoa. But you know what, Pimp? Listen, the myth, the legend, you are amazing. Thank you, Queen Kyndra. Thank you, KG, for pulling up. I appreciate y'all. 2 weeks in a row. We're gonna see what happens next week. For the rest of y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. All right, Kyndra's Corner. Y'all be safe.
Everybody be good. It's good seeing everybody.